lit, you was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I took no risk. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's colors. Watch
since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 18 Gator.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down now. Peyton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense.
2nd and 2. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Point after now from Catanzaro. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood. Under 10.
2nd and 10. He finds Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down, Peyton, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And to give this time to the tailback. He's to the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Bridgewater with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
On 3rd down, Peyton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Watch it, 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's get off the field.
On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Teddy Bridgewater. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now 21-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
Let's go, go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Smooth. Get.
2nd and long. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. downs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
60 outlaw, blue draw Corker. Snap.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Come on, boy.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The end result, 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Go!
29 is Mike 29.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
Check 13.
To throw is Bridgewater. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Davis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Focus, defense, focus.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll run on first down. Peyton. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, Don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's Coleman here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They will run again with Coleman. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, block it.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater. This is caught by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
General West. Check. 5.
They're going to look to throw. Completes it to Coleman. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 29.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Back to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
He's coming. Recon, 132 fighter. Jim. Watch twist. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be second and goal.
Hey, box drop. Check four. Shoot.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll try the left side. Peyton. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Play fake. Bridgewater. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man complete. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 84 yards as the Bears push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 49's the mic.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that,
Ready.
frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Smooth. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Check. Now.
Looking to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Bravo.
First and 10 at the 40.
Now back to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Hey, exit.
He'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Steve 6.
2nd and 1. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down and 1.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Mike 49. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Back to throw here. This one complete to Coleman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Get ready. Here we go. 90 Wolf. Get in the weight room. Check protein spell. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Go.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I got you, punk. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
Here we go.
On first down, Peyton. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
First down.
Let's go now. Let him know. Let him go. Hey, Mike 51.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
2nd and 2. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Go! Mike 49.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He's at the 50. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now back onto the field comes the Cardinal offense, and they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Bridgewater here to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
We got this.
A big offensive explosion.